Hello, Parksiders. I'm here at the Kennedy Space Center. We've been invited by them to spend the next few days, and we are here. I can't wait to show you all of this facility has to offer. It is just about an hour drive from the Orlando attractions area, so right next to Port Canaveral. It's super convenient. This is a multi-day destination for sure, especially for you space nerds. I'm all checked in to the Courtyard Titusville Kennedy Space Center, not far at all from the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Center. And we are here for the next couple of nights. When I say we, it's just me this time. TJ is not here. Let's go in and discover what this hotel has to offer. We'll start in the room. They also have a rooftop bar, which I am going to eat at tonight. Let's go check it out. A unique thing about this Courtyard Marriott is that they have what they call the Space Bar. It is a rooftop bar that overlooks the Space Coast. And yes, you can see the Kennedy Space Center from here. I bet you this spot is perfect for rocket launches and for launches. So I know that this place has to get crowded when that's happening. They open at 4 p.m. for food, and then the kitchen closes at 10 p.m. And then on the weekends, the bar itself stays open a few hours after that. And it also, on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays, I believe opens at noon. So it's open for most of the day on the weekend. Great spot to watch from rocket launches. It is warm today, but there's a nice breeze up here, so it wouldn't be too bad to eat out here in the shade. We're going to be here a little bit later this evening to dine and to taste the food that they have here. The lobby and the first level of the hotel, of course, has your reception. They also have a bar called Bistro. It also opens at 4, I believe closes at 10. They do serve food there, and it is a full bar. They also serve Starbucks from there as well. And they have breakfast in the mornings. Breakfast is additional, but we will be checking out the breakfast so you can see what that is like. This hotel is right on the Intercoastal, so your room can have a view of that. They also have, I don't know if this is the hotel was on this, they have some chairs set out here where you can just sit and relax and take in the Intercoastal. It is a pretty hot one in the sun today. Now is probably not the time for that. They do have a nice outdoor patio here. They have some yard games. They have some fire pits behind me. So this really could be a great hub for you if you're looking to go to the Kennedy Space Center, for families that are looking to do that. If you're looking to do a weekend away, this hotel will provide you everything you need as a great base for that. Welcome to my room here at the Courtyard Titusville Kennedy Space Center. That is a mouthful. I am in room 324. It is double beds, 2 queen-size beds, and my view is parking lot this time. But thank you so much for having me here, Courtyard, and hosting me for this stay here near the Kennedy Space Center. So I'm going to start with a room tour. Let me flip the camera. So here is the entrance into the room, and immediately to the right, to the left as you enter, is the restroom. It is single sink vanity, and have, of course, a tub, and the commode is here. There we go. There is the hair dryer. I'm gonna flip back around. There we go. So no storage under sink. We're gonna come through back to the room. Over here to the left, after the bathroom, is closet. It's kind of like a half-size closet. The ironing board iron is in there. They have hangers, decent amount of hangers. You have a rack there where maybe you could store your luggage if you wanted to. I have my luggage there on the ground. And let's check out the room. So definitely a space theme here, right? We're very, very close to the Kennedy Space Center. So they have heavily leaned into that, which I think is a great idea. So the wall where the beds are, of course, is that mural of space. And you'll also notice here, I was like, what is that, as I walked into the room? And it looks like a little camera. I was like, why is there a camera in here? But it's actually a projection. And so you can project onto the ceiling the sky, the nighttime sky, which is pretty cool. I will try that later tonight and show you what that looks like. Very nice. Downside here is there is only one center nightstand. The other side of the room here does not have a nightstand, nor is there a nightstand over here. I know that sometimes people have that concern. Our friend Denny Sunderly here, who is also here on YouTube, she is always looking for her nightstand. And you know what? She's right. Equal nightstands for everyone on each side of the bed. But across from the bed, you have some storage. You have two drawers here. A place where you could put your luggage there, kind of like a luggage rack, trash, desk area for working, a very substantially sized TV. There are plugs and USB plugs here. Very nice. Easy access to the TV. So if you have a game console, if you're the type of person who brings maybe a Switch with you and you want to plug it into the TV, that is very possible here. Easy access to the TV because the TV actually is on an arm and it pulls out, which is interesting. And over here, AC, of course. And then they have a kind of a funky, spacey looking area here, cabinet, if you will. You do have Cuisinart coffee machine and all the accoutrements to that. Another plug with USB plugs here. So there is a decent amount of outlets here in this room. Let me open this up. And then here is your fridge. And there is a microwave as well in this room. There's the ice bucket and glasses. And then let's see, this is empty. So perfect. I did bring some bottled water with me, so perfect for me to chill my bottles of water. I'm gonna spin around here, and there is a chair here as well if you don't want to sit in bed. It's a nice place to sit and wait as people get ready. That is the room. Feels very nice, clean. It's bright and open, and I love that they've leaned into the space. There's one thing that I didn't mention while I was over here. So there is this coffee table book about space, but there's also binoculars. So they are encouraging you to look up to the skies with the binoculars, to scan those skies, leaning in on the space theme. So maybe if there was a rocket launch, this would be helpful for that. I don't know how much you're going to get done with this to see the night sky, but maybe a little bit. Maybe if it's a full moon, you could get a better view of the moon with that. But like I said, overall, nice room, clean, airy, feels very nice and updated. It is a relatively new property, and it does feel new. Welcome to the Kennedy Space Center. It's organized into mission zones, and each zone is dedicated to a different era of space exploration. Whether you're a space enthusiast or just curious, there's so much to discover, and it's a must-do for anyone visiting Florida. Tickets start at $75 for adults and $65 for kids, but if you want to save, grab a 2-day ticket and you can return after the first day within 6 months. These are just $89 for adults and $79 for kids. For the most part in this video, I'm going to be taking you through the order of how you should experience the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex if you're a first-time guest. We kicked off our visit in the Heroes and Legends building. The experience starts with a multimedia presentation that immerses you in NASA's early space programs. The U.S. Astronaut Hall of Fame celebrates the true heroes of space exploration. Don't forget to check out the Rocket Garden, where you can stand in awe of the towering rockets that launched humanity into space. Next up, we did the KSC Explore Tour. This is a must-do. It's a guided tour with a space expert who takes you beyond the standard bus tour, giving you a close-up view of the iconic locations like the Vehicle Assembly Building, the NASA press site, and you even pass SpaceX. The tour is $25 for adults and $19 for kids, and it's worth every penny. Pro tip, make sure to have your devices ready to take lots of pictures. Whether you take the complimentary bus tour or the KSC Explore Tour, it will drop you at the Apollo Saturn V Center. Here you'll stand beneath the massive Saturn V rocket. It's the largest rocket ever flown. This place really captures the incredible achievements of the Apollo missions and reminds you just how far human ingenuity can take us. Next, you'll want to explore the Space Shuttle Atlantis exhibit. You get to see the Atlantis shuttle close up and learn about the shuttle missions, and even try your hand at docking and landing the shuttle with simulators. This exhibit is all about NASA's Space Shuttle program and its role in securing the future of the Hubble Space Telescope and the International Space Station. Whatever you do, don't miss exploring this building. They did a fantastic job. For those of you who want to take it to the next level, don't miss the astronaut training experience. I did the microgravity training, and here you can train for weightlessness and simulate a spacewalk in a frictionless environment. It's a fun, challenging experience where you and your crew can work together to complete training missions that set you on a path to Mars. This experience is $30 per person and is something that you don't want to miss if you're up for the challenge. Advanced reservations are required. During my visit, I got to experience the all-new HYPERDECK. This immersive VR experience takes you into a dynamic virtual world where the floor moves and you feel the wind, heat, and even earth-shaking vibrations. It's included in admission, but be sure to make a reservation in the Kennedy Space Center app so you don't miss out. The Gateway Building is where you'll learn about NASA's current and future missions. From the International Space Station to Mars and beyond, this building covers the cutting-edge science happening right now as NASA prepares for the next steps in human space exploration. Here is where you'll find Spaceport KSC. Choose between 4 different journeys that launch into unimaginable locations throughout the universe. This attraction is similar to Soarin' or Flight of Passage at Walt Disney World. For the younger ones, there is Planet Play. This is a fully immersive, multiple-story play experience designed for a younger generation of space explorers ages 2 to 12. It is an indoor, interactive area where children play on planets. The Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex is home to the world's largest space shop. From apparel to collectibles, they have everything for the space lover. Did you know that there's a real astronaut interacting with guests at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex every single day? We got to experience chat with an astronaut, and we met astronaut Ken Cameron. This is an amazing opportunity to sit down in a small group and ask a real NASA astronaut your burning questions. Reservations are required. Thanks for joining me on this space adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below if you have any questions about planning your visit. And if you're ready to book your next trip to Florida, check out the link for a free vacation quote in the description below.